Welcome and thank you for joining us for this final weekend before Christmas. My name is Richard Gibbons and I'm a member of the pastoral staff here at First Presbyterian Church in downtown Greenville, right here in sunny South Carolina. Thank you for joining us for our final podcast of the year. A huge thank you at the beginning of our podcast this week goes to the 30 or so children who have phoned the Christmas Joke Hotline in order to tell me their favourite joke. If your child or grandchild has not had the opportunity to do so, there is still time. It is a good idea to have them rehearse their joke with you. Call the Christmas Joke Hotline, 864-565-0925. Let me say that again so you can jot it down. 864-565-0925. Remember to leave their first and second name, their age, and tell me their joke. Here are 3 examples from the Christmas Joke Hotline received earlier this week.
Hi, my name is Anna Jane Ellis. I am 8 years old. Here is my joke. Why did the gingerbread man go to the doctor? Because he was feeling crummy. Merry Christmas.
Hi, my name is Caroline Young. I am 10 years old. I have a joke for you. What did Frosty's girlfriend give him when she was mad at him? The cold shoulder. Merry Christmas!
Hello, my name is Lachlan Cox, and I'm 7 years old, and this is my joke. What do you call a cracker with nuts in it? A nutcracker. Bye!
Well, you've heard 3 very good examples of what you need to do, so please participate and phone the Christmas Joke Hotline. The best 3 Christmas jokes from the hotline will be played at this year's children's services on Christmas Eve, and each one played will receive a prize. You have until Tuesday, 23rd of December, to leave your joke. The granddad who phoned the hotline, pretending to be 7 years old, has been disqualified. His joke about Santa's wife's name as Olive was not a good joke. Sorry, Grandad. We have 2 children and family services on Christmas Eve, 11 a.m. in the Worship and Arts Centre, and our second children and family service is 4 p.m. in the main sanctuary. Both services will have a live nativity, special guests and carols as we celebrate the wonder of the birth of Christ. An enormous thank you this week goes to so many congregants, choir members, soloists, musicians and technicians for another series of outstanding Christmas concerts. All concerts this year sold out, and it appears that they are being firmly established as the hottest ticket in town. Susan Messer, Dustin Chevalier, Graydon Tomlinson and so many others deserve our heartfelt appreciation. Today I'm joined by everyone's favourite co-host, Michelle Ward. Everyone's favourite Christmas angel. Michelle, welcome.
Well, thank you so much, Richard, and happy Friday, everyone. I have to say, I'm really getting used to Christmas angel, and I guess that's going to have to change after Christmas, right?
It will. You'll be the former Christmas angel, like the former Charlie's angel.
Oh, okay.
That's a big name to live up to.
It sure is. I think my family would disagree with you, but I appreciate being called Christmas Angel around here. So thank you. Well, and I'm so excited to be back talking to you about, I think this is your favorite time of year. Am I right?
It is, yes. I love everything relating to Christmas.
Well, it is genuinely easy to see if you work with Richard and you're listening right now. He loves Christmas, and you were just talking about those concerts and how they were sold out, and it was just such a. We've received so many comments. Tell me, why do you think those concerts are so important to have here?
That's a great question, and over the last 8 or 9 years, as I have watched the concerts develop, I suspect we get the balance right between the sacred and the secular.
Yes.
The sacred side of Christmas, of course, is just so much fun. It is everywhere at this time of year. And for me, it came as a genuine surprise when I moved to Greenville to discover that the day after Thanksgiving, Christmas festivities began.
Right.
And of course, you have carols and shopping malls, you have all the colours and tinsel and decorations of homes and stores. Music, of course, for Christmas is just everywhere.
Right.
And that is just so much fun. But of course, at the very heart of Christmas that produces all the fun is, of course, the birth of Christ.
Right.
And the hope and love and joy and transformation that Christ brings into people's lives. That, of course, feeds into all of the fun and the festivities of Christmas. So overall, it is just a spectacular time.
It really is. It really is. And we're so thankful that we do, like you said, have those beautiful concerts that just get people in the spirit. And we've been able to witness a couple of those between
Yes.
Christmas for a Cause and Christmas at First, of course. Well, let's move towards Christmas Eve. That is coming up just in a few days.
It is.
And we are excited to offer, once again, 5 Christmas services. So there's really no reason you can't attend or even watch one, and we'll get to
Yes.
that too. So you talked a little bit about the children's services. Richard, why do you think it's important to have 5 services at Christmas Eve?
Well, as most of our listeners know, Greenville as a city, in terms of the population, is just exploding. We are getting
Yes.
larger and larger. And as a result, lots more folks are coming for services on Christmas Eve. The two, can I say this? I think I can. The 2 special events in the year for our community in terms of church life tend to be,
Right.
of course, Easter and Christmas.
Right.
And Christmas is just such a spectacular time around here. The church is decorated. Folks want to relive their earliest memories of being a child and coming
Right.
to church on Christmas Eve. And so last year we had, oh gosh, this is a guesstimate, and it would be maybe 4,500 people.
Right.
And so with broadcasting on television, broadcasting on radio, advertising across the city, folks are looking for a Christmas Eve service that is meaningful and significant. And hopefully that's exactly what we provide, because we focus on the very heart of Christmas, of course, the birth of Christ, and folks
Right.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, and it's like we've talked about before, even though we've added the services, you can still come to the 4 o'clock children's
Yes,
service
indeed.
and not find a seat if you're
That's
not
right.
early.
It
So,
gets very busy.
well, and it's funny, I actually suggested to my family, we have teenagers
Mm-hmm.
now, and I said, hey, how about we move to the 7 o'clock candlelight service?
Mm-hmm.
And they all looked at me like I had 4 heads, and they were like, we go to the 4 o'clock service.
course.
That is the service we go to. So, well, we're really excited. And like you said, you can find out all the information on that. But we also do a broadcast on Christmas Eve, a Christmas Eve special on Fox Carolina. And so why do you think that's become such an important thing for folks?
Well, several years ago, we asked ourselves, what can we provide, again, that's meaningful, significant, but this time for our homebound. Folks who are not able to drive after dark. Some of them struggle with their mobility. But we were convinced that Christmas is often meaningful for folks like that.
Right.
And so we wanted to be able to provide a service that they, like so many others, can relive their childhood years, relive their years as young marrieds, and enjoy the wonder and meaning and the joy that comes with the recognition of the birth of Christ. And so we wanted to be able to have a Christmas Eve broadcast on Christmas Eve, and it gives folks a sense of being at church.
Right.
And it also highlights for them the love and grace of God speaking into their lives. And so that was the main reason that we wanted to put that broadcast out there. And over the last few years, it has become an established pattern for so many in the Greenville community.
Right. It's bringing Christmas to them.
It is, absolutely.
I love that. And what time will that be on?
That will be on Fox Carolina, 10 o'clock on
Okay.
Christmas Eve.
Okay, great. Well, there's so many things that you all can find out about Christmas and all the services, and all the information. And obviously, I'm sure we still are looking for some volunteers, for some greeters and ushers. So make sure you reach out to Linda Schultes about that.
We are. Well done. Anyone who is coming to a service on Christmas Eve and can come 30 minutes early and help be a volunteer to show folks into the various worship areas and welcome them, pass out a Christmas bulletin beforehand, we would deeply appreciate it.
And you can reserve your seats when you do
Yes,
that.
you
That's just a
can.
trick I learned a few
Mhm.
years
Yes, you
ago.
can.
So if that's motivating anybody. No, well, and everyone can go to firstpreschristmas.com. And well, Richard, thanks for sharing why you love Christmas so much. And it really is such a special beautiful, special time of year here, and we just welcome you all to come and join us.
Well, Michelle, thank you. It's a joy to have you as a co-host week by week by week. And let me reiterate your last message, if I may. If you're looking for more information about First Pres, firstpresgreenville.org, explore the church website. It is just packed with good information, and I'm very excited to see folks coming up this Sunday and, of course, Christmas Eve as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Richard.
In terms of thinking of special events over the Christmas period, it will be worth remembering that on Sunday, December 28th, we only have two services, 10:45 a.m. in the Worship and Arts Centre and 11 a.m. in the sanctuary. As we move towards the end of December, unfortunately, we also have to shift our focus into January. And most of you will be aware that our magazine for the new year, Grow It First, will be available as of this Sunday. And it highlights for us weekly discipleship classes and events for the winter and spring session. And our programmes and events mainly kick off on Wednesday, January the 14th. Now, having said that, we do have a special fellowship night on Wednesday evening, January the 7th. So please take note of that to add it to your calendar. I will be teaching both the lunchtime and evening Bible studies as we move into January, and I will be teaching for the weeks from January leading, I think I can say that, leading all the way up to Easter. And so those classes begin at 11:30 for lunch. I will begin teaching at 12:30, and then in the evening, dinner is served at 5:30 p.m, and I will begin teaching at 6:30 to about 7:15 in the evening. Again, firstpresgreenville.org, and you will get all the information you're looking for. And finally, for our podcast, let me highlight for you that this coming Sunday, 21st of December, is of course the fourth week of Advent. And on Sunday morning, we look forward to the lighting of the final Advent candle. If you have a moment, please give a warm welcome to the Schwab, Bailey and Mizell families as they light the candle of love and lead us in prayer. Sunday morning, we will also be exploring Luke chapter 2, verses 1 to 7, which focus on the heart of the Christmas story. Even though this is, for most of us, arguably one of the most familiar passages of the Christmas season, and it focuses on the circumstances surrounding the birth of Christ, please take a moment to slowly read this passage. Then, read it again. And if you have the time, read it a third time. There is much more going on in this passage than we first recognise. I have to tell you, I'm excited to explore this passage with you on Sunday morning. Meanwhile, I trust you have a blessed weekend, and I look forward to welcoming you with great anticipation to Sunday morning and then again on Christmas Eve, which is, of course, Wednesday the 24th. Please allow me finally to wish you and your entire family God's richest blessings for Christmas and the New Year.